My name is Eddie Cespedes, and this is my $1 million diary for the entry of the last week of June 2025. Today is Tuesday, July 1st, 2025, and this video will be about my progress from June 23rd through the 29th, which was last week. And so I'm just going to track over everything that I did. Again, one of the things that I'm working on is the YouTube channel that I'm trying to start from zero, and we'll check up on that progress amongst with the real estate and Amazon influencer, which is really the main three things that I got going on. That and obviously my full-time job. And so this is the YouTube channel, what it looks like as of a few days ago. So last week I had 22 subscribers, and as of the time that I created this PowerPoint, I have 56. So that's 155% growth. That's about 30 something, I don't know, 34 subscribers. I also wanted to update all the thumbnails because I hadn't made any thumbnails since they're short, so it's kind of hard to create thumbnails. And yeah, so it looks pretty promising. To be honest, there's been certain times when I'm going through this and I'm just going through the motions, and I just don't really feel like doing this anymore. And I start thinking if it's even worth it. Because so also I changed the name, so it's no longer called the Myth Smith. It's kind of hard for me to pronounce, so I switched it to the Myth Builders. So kind of like Mythbusters, but Myth Builders. Haha. And yeah, so that's what the YouTube channel is looking like. I uploaded probably, I think it was 44 videos last week. And yeah, they got, I think my views are at 17,500. I don't remember how many likes. I think it was like 215 likes in total for last week. And yeah, some days it's just like I get maybe like 1,800 views, and then other days I'll get like 600. So like yesterday was like a 600 view day, but then the day before it was 1,900, and I can't seem to get more than 1,400. So all my videos kind of just cap at 1,400, or at least the ones that the algorithm promotes, they just cap at 1,400. I have no strategy on how to get out of this except to just keep posting, and hopefully eventually the algorithm will promote me a little bit more. So again, the 59 subscribers. So this was 56 subscribers because I'm saying now there's a discrepancy. So I had 56 subscribers when I created the PowerPoint, and then when I took the picture to snap to show the 56 subscribers, I actually ended up having 59. So yeah, just noticed that right now. And yeah, so this is gonna be a long term project. Hopefully, I can get monetized. It'd be nice if I could get to 100 next week. But being honest, I'm not sure if I could get to 100 next week because over the last few days, the subscriber count has really slowed down. So that's what's going on with that. And then as far as real estate management, so I had the issue with the AC. That ended up getting taken care of last week. I had a guy out there. Apparently, it was just clogged, so he unclogged it. Luckily, it was just that. That is an old AC, and at some point, I'm gonna have to change it. Um, I Last week I also had said I was gonna try and look insurance shop for insurance, and it turns out that basically all the advice I was given is to just keep my current insurance because since this little townhome that I have here, it's a concrete flat roof. A lot of the insurance companies don't want to insure it. So the best rate that I'm going to get is the one that I have right now. So for that, I'm just going to leave it as is. Hopefully, when the policy renews, hopefully it doesn't go up too much. To be honest, hopefully it goes down a little bit, but it's not looking real good right now. The other bills that went up were the insurance, not the insurance. The electric bill has gone up significantly. I'm not sure if there's much I could do about that. The the um the water bill, and actually that's still kind of the same. The internet. So the internet went up another $20 on me. So I need to see if I can shop around for a much better rate. So I'll do that this week. And then I got a call on Sunday, so a couple of days ago, for one of the other properties that it looks like they're not getting a whole lot of hot water. So Uh, the hot water doesn't really last long enough, so I'm gonna assume there's something wrong with the water heater. So hopefully this week we take care of that. And also for the first property, or the property that's really property number four, but the or property number three, but the property that gives me all the problems. So the same property that had the whole AC issue, I was able to pay one of the invoices, and I was gonna try and hold off on paying the second invoice until next week, but the contractor called me and said that I needed to pay now because something came up. So I did. So that's already taken care of, and that's really all that happened last week with this property. I did also did go. So that's a picture of it. I went over there to take some pictures of it and to look at the grass, because where I am trying to grow that grass again, so that some of the mud will when it rains there won't be so much mud that goes into that little front area, and then all the drainage is over on the side as well. And the property is draining good. That mud clogs up the draining, and then that whole front part kind of clogs. So part of the invoice that I ended up paying was for those concrete little blocks on the side, so that when it does rain, the mud won't won't seep into the front door really. So yeah, so that's kind of everything that happened last week with this. As far as health and fitness, so my current weight as of yesterday's weigh-in was 194.6 pounds, which means last week was, I think it was either 196 or 197. I'm gonna say it was like 196 and some change. So I'm not at the 196, which is good because that means I lost some weight. I'm close to about 195. I mean, that kind of seems like my normal weight. So hopefully next week when I weigh in, I could reduce that by another couple pounds or so. But the problem is that next or this week is 4th of July. So that's going to be hard because it's America's birthday. So I want to eat some barbecue or something. And then the following week is my birthday. So I'll be 32. And that means I also want to eat. So that one might be compromised for next week. And then I worked out 3 times, but all 3 workout sessions were just leg workouts. I did no upper body whatsoever. I tried to do upper body one day and I just was not feeling it, so I left. And now the Amazon affiliate program. I did get paid from the Amazon affiliates last week. The issue is that I only got paid $369, and normally I get paid between 500 and 600, which tells me that the program is on the decline, one, or two, I'm just not posting anything, which is a problem, and that's probably why it's on the decline. So I've kind of strayed away from this program for like the last year or so, and now that I had this YouTube project going on, I I don't know, I see myself neglecting this for a while. But since that's probably the only avenue that's making me um, some kind of some kind of money, especially, and this is what I'm using to kind of supplement the whole YouTube channel with the AI subscriptions and all of that. I should probably find a way to fix that, because that 369 is really low. That's the lowest I've been paid since I first started the program, and looks like that's a 39% decrease. So that's not good. Hopefully, if I could just get it to like 500 to 600 again, that would be great. I do have some ideas on how I'm gonna do that, but I still haven't put thought to paper on it yet. But that is a problem. I don't know if it's that big of a problem, but it is a problem because that also helps me pay some of my bills sometimes, like when I'm falling behind. That really helps a lot. And then my Robinhood balance is 6,300 to be exact, $6,382.56 as of the time of that screenshot. So I still haven't put any money into it. This is just the market going up right now, and the goal was 8,000 by the end of the third quarter. So we'll see what happens with that. I used to put the idea was to take half of the Amazon money and invest it into AI tools, and not really even half, more like a quarter. So if I would get paid between 500 and 600, I just wanted to invest maybe about $150 or so into myself, whether it's trying out new subscriptions or just experimenting with certain different things, just kind of like invest in myself. But now that it's down to 369, if I do 150, that's essentially 50% of the it's 50% of the income that comes from there that's gonna be going into um, losing my train of thought. Sorry. Oh, that's 50% of the money that's going to be gone that I'm going to be using to invest in myself. And then that doesn't leave a whole lot of money to put into the Robinhood account. And especially last week, I used all of that money. Basically, the entire check that I got, I used it to pay off a lot of the subscriptions that that I had bought earlier in June for the whole YouTube channel. So that kind of left me with nothing to invest. Uh, so yeah, so hopefully next month is a better month. And then, oh, as I was saying, the whole personal finance. So the business credit card, I cleared the business credit card with the Amazon affiliate profits, and my personal credit card. I'm hoping that this week I can cover all of it, so that will cover a lot of expenses before the baby and then after the baby, and some of like other bills that I ended up paying. So hopefully this week I can clear that card. I don't think I'm going to. The goal is to not dip into savings. So I've been doing pretty good the last couple of months at covering everything that needs to be covered, handling all the service calls from the properties and any all these little unexpected bills, because I've had a lot of them and they're not even like cheap bills. It's probably like $500 here, $800 here, $1,600 here. I've been able to cover it so far without having to dip into my savings account or pull money out of investments or anything. So that's really the goal. I don't know if I'll be able to keep that up much longer um, after this week. So we'll see. And then what's this last thing? Planning to clear remaining bills. So I have another credit card. It's the house credit card, the joint credit card. It has some pending charges. Well, it's got some charges that I need to clear, and then it's going to have some new charges here, healthcare charges for my child. So these these kids are not cheap. And so my stuff to do for next week. This is my to do list for next week. So as far as YouTube, I want to complete the Egyptian mythology video series. So I was the first one was Greek mythology, obviously probably like the most popular one. And then the second series that I started doing was the Egyptian mythology series, which I want to finish all the videos, like upload at least the main deities within that religion. I want to upload that to YouTube, and I actually finished earlier today, so that's done. I just gotta finish editing the thumbnails, and then syllabi. So they're gonna charge me again later this month, and syllabi's expensive as hell. So they're gonna charge me like $72 here on the 8th. So my goal is to exhaust all of those credits. So these subscriptions, they all have certain credits that they give you, and then you use them. A lot of times people register, they try it out, whatever. They might like it, they might not like it. They might need some of the credits, they might not need all of the credits, and then the next month it kind of just resets. So for me, what I want to do is anytime I use one of these subscriptions, I want to completely exhaust all of the credits. I want to use everything that they give me. Like basically, if there's like syllabi charging me $72, I want to make sure I get all $72 worth of that service. So my goal is to use the entire all of my credits from Syllabi and then cancel the subscription because it is way too expensive. And quite honestly, there's some tools in there that I really like, but as far as the video generation, I'm not really a fan of it. And the whole their audio, their voiceovers, I'm not a fan of them either. I don't really like how they sound. Uh, so yeah, cancel syllabi, and then complete the thumbnails for and the playlist for the Egyptian series. So once I upload all those videos, add them to the playlist, complete the thumbnails. I'm currently working on that, and then I want to decide on what the next series of stories is going to be. I'm not sure what they're going to be yet. I'm thinking of doing Norse mythology, but I'm not really sure if I'm that interested in it. Besides Thor, I don't think I really care much for their their myths. So I don't know. Um, we'll see. And then I want to cancel any unused trial subscriptions. So all of the other software subscriptions that I tested out that I registered for, I want to just start canceling them because there's a few of them that I registered for and it kind of didn't work out how I wanted it to. So just cancel them so that they won't charge me again next month because I think next month Veed, which is another subscription that I've had for the last 3 years, and I pay yearly for it. So there's not a whole lot of things that I pay yearly for, but I do pay yearly for this. They're about to renew, and I think they're like close to $400. It's like I don't know, 360, 370, whatever it is. And if I'm only getting paid 369, and I haven't even checked my profits, I could probably go back in Amazon and check my profits to see how much they're going to deposit into my account next month because Amazon pays you for, I think they're 2 months behind. It's either 2 or 3 months behind. So if this month is July, July's paycheck will be the work, or it will be the earnings from either May or April. And to be honest, I don't even think I could actually go back that far. I could go back to last month, but I don't know. So I don't know how much I'm going to get paid. But if it's a little like this month, then that's probably going to be wasted on that subscription. And then I'm probably going to have to come out of pocket to cover whatever other monthly subscriptions I'm using. So again, July is not really looking too promising right now. Um, and then I want to test out the InVideo platform. So I want to cancel Syllabi and test out InVideo. In video, there's some people that prefer InVideo over Syllabi. I don't know. I get ads on both of them on Facebook, and people, to be honest, they crap on both of them, and both of them are pretty expensive. But I want to try it out just to see what it's like. And then for real estate, uh, property to service call, I got to make sure I complete that. I have to purchase AC filters. I typically purchase like a big bulk of them, and then they, for the most part, last me for about a year. And that's for 2 of the 3 properties because they use the same size, and the other one doesn't. They use bigger filters, and I think I still have one left. But yeah, so I already did that anyways. So that's done. Purchase AC filters. I want to buy supplies for property number 3, and over my birthday vacation, I will be working on that house. So if I can at least start off with some paint, because there's a lot of work to be done on that house, and it is already July, and I got a lot of stuff that I got to do. So I want to start working on that as soon as I can. So hopefully this week I can start working on that. And I want to call internet providers and start shopping around for a new internet provider if they have any. Because at the time when I first moved in, the only people that covered them was Spectrum. I wasn't really a fan of that because I'm not really a fan of Spectrum, to be honest. So, and then personal, I want to add my child as an authorized user on my credit card. So by the time that they're 18, they can have credit, they can have good credit, they can have a nice, solid head start in life. And I already did that. I didn't know if it was going to work or not, but apparently it did work. So that's great. I think it worked because I added them, I asked for the social and all of that. I did everything. And then it said I was going to get a card in the mail in his name. So I think that's hilarious. And yeah. And then my parents, uh, I got to get a fencing permit that they want. And this is annoying. And they've been on me about it for a while. So I got to take care of that. And then I want to free up some space on my phone because it was crazy. I couldn't get any of my projects done. My apps were crashing. It was crazy. Like this was making me not be a fan of Apple because when I had an Android, I never had this whole space issue. But I ended up fixing it, so it doesn't matter. It took me probably like an hour, and then I figured it out. So I have plenty of space now. So that's done. So it's nice because a lot of the stuff on this list I've kind of already taken care of. And then as far as health, I want to lose at least a pound and a half. But again, it is 4th of July this week, and next week it is my birthday. It's gonna be hard to lose that pound and a half, but I will try. I will try. I'll see if I can go for runs. It says work out 4 times a week. Make sure I work out 4 times a week. Make sure I get my little basketball runs in, or just run the treadmill if I must. Even though the treadmill really kills my knees, so if anything, I'll probably just go run outside. And yeah, it's gonna be hot, but yeah, that is the plan for next week. Well, that's my to-do list. Uh, hopefully I can get through all of that. I should be able to get through all of that if I don't waste a lot of time. So that's it. Checking out now, and I'll be back next week to basically do this all over again.